And when I for my first album was one of the thick case. Everybody was dropping it like the plastic slimsy. I went and paid that $2 a CD for the case, and I dropped the DVD with my first shit ever.
But you heard, yeah. What you heard, What you heard, you can hear a motherfucking thing.
Yo, what's up, people? It's your boy Tizzle from Pod Talk by Tizzle. I'm here with Landlord and Skinny.
Yeah. Also, man, y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. And if you have any music, make sure you send it to the Gmail, code7@gmail.com, KODSE7EN.
Absolutely.
And y'all see who we got up in here, man. The legendary Landlord. What the fuck is up, man?
Appreciate it. I'm chilling, bro.
Just getting you in here, brother.
Chilling, man.
Good to have you in here.
Appreciate y'all.
Let them know where to find you at.
Man, Instagram Landlord702, Twitter Landlord702.
Okay.
Yeah.
For sure, man. But first off, I want to let you know, man, as far as this Vegas shit, you're a pillar out here, you know what I mean? Like, you've been doing this shit for so long, staying consistent, and you still give a nigga quality music, you know what I mean? And I gotta, kudos for that. That shit is dope, man. And you a real Vegas nigga, like,
For sure that.
From school, grew up, raised, the drama, the bullshit, and all that,
Yeah.
For sure that.
And yeah, it's crazy because it's like, as we get older, you look back and you be like, damn, man, if I would have took this step instead of this step. But like I always explain to people, you didn't have a blueprint. Because you the first one. Like, niggas be saying, oh, he should have did this or they should have did this. But it's like, you didn't have nobody to go off of to teach you the game when you the first one. So it's like, a motherfucker be stumbling trying to figure it out. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And for you to still be relevant and still doing your thing, man, that shit definitely a blessing.
And I appreciate that,
For sure.
And then you wanted to, you got your trilogy, the Fake Love trilogy.
For sure.
I think the city didn't already certified that as classic.
Yeah, the best
as
trilogy
a whole.
for sure.
Yeah, that's love.
As a whole, I don't think the city just saying like this one a classic or not. As far as Vegas go, we got history.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So that's why it was big for us to get you on here. We've been, talking about it since day one. You squad. We started Top Niggas, so you know how all that shit went.
For sure.
One of the dopest shit I want to make sure I say on this camera was us squashing the beef face to face.
Yeah. Sure.
And why we big on that with Vegas, like the street shit ain't gonna set up shit for your kids.
For sure.
So now coming in with your having a son and keeping them away from all the bullshit that you was involved in, how's that?
Man,
cause you know how Vegas can get.
No, for sure. I'm just using the activities, the activities that they giving out as far as football, basketball. I'm just making sure he finds something to love besides this shit. I be paying him a lot. I pay him a lot to keep him motivated. I pay him for scoring a touchdown, for scoring an interception. So I'm just giving him a job, and hopefully he just stay focused on that. For sure.
Okay.
So where did the whole Fake Love trilogy come from?
Bruh, honestly, it really started out as just like, an emotion that I was going through at the time. Just a bunch of shit, a bunch of fake love was going on in my life. And I just kind of used that as the soundtrack to what I was going through.
Man, when I be seeing people say that, I be like, I wish the homie could have patented that. Just them words. Because so many people use it every day.
Every day.
Like, not just in the city.
Yeah.
It's worldwide now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody just say that because Fake Love is at an all-time high right now. You know what I mean? Loyalty is diluted as fuck, you know what I mean, in these days. And for you to do that and embrace that. When I hear your music, I hear the growth. Like we talked about it earlier, you used to battle rap and shit, you feel me?
Yeah.
And a lot of people that battle rap, they don't know how to make a song.
At all, yeah.
You feel me? It be the coldest niggas. You be hearing them niggas battle rap, you be like, oh yeah, they album gonna be crazy. That shit be terrible. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for that punchline shit, it's for battling, really, if you ask me. It's for battling. If you know how to dress this shit up, like I don't rap without using punchlines, but I just know how to make it be more than a punchline, you know what I mean? When you stick into a punchline as a punchline, you damn near gotta dance on the beat and bring up every topic. You can't even really stay on a topic trying to punchline. So a lot of them ain't making songs because they don't know how to dress it up as a song. They just used to jumping over here, jumping over there.
That's why Cassidy fell off so fast. You know, when Cassidy was coming up, niggas was like, "Oh shit,
niggas thought he was the greatest ever."
When you start getting older, like, "Oh, this nigga ain't really."
You still got people that saying like, "Why you should do it like this?" Still, like niggas really still think, you still got some people that say, "Yeah, you should bring the punchlines back." But like I said, now I'm more rapping. A lot of the shit I'm rapping now is coming. It ain't even, the punchline shit. It don't really stand a chance because it's coming from within me and shit.
Absolutely.
I think you give everybody every piece of you.
Yeah.
Like when I listen to your fake loves, it's more story mode and shit like that. But when I'm seeing you just in the car, just giving a nigga a quick lit 16
yeah, that's
or
why
whatever.
I just be making sure I remind niggas, cause I be.
We got what veterans use, like the NBA. We got more than 7.62s. Ask John about my bitch Nina. We stepping with twos, but just cause John Cena, that don't mean I'm wrestling you. We don't do drive-bys. You niggas do it for a timeline. The block mine, I run the 40 like a combine. Chill with them pom-poms, we shoot up niggas sidelines. Kings got emotions too, I seen that when LeBron cried. Took a lot of losses, but I ain't never lose sleep. Oh, it ain't April yet, you niggas could've fooled me. Rest in peace to Kobe, but speaking of Kobe, I just sold 24 ace for 2 G's and that was on a Sunday. I ain't slept in 2 days, then knocked the meat out your taco on a Tuesday. Your jury ain't real, you don't get to say who fake. This chopper got kicked when you push it. It's like Lupe, I don't even like revolvers. I need a new thing, bullshit. You can get this 38 flu game. I wouldn't drop a dime with a handful of loose change. You singing on your
I be doing my shit, and I like to make songs. It just feel better, and I feel like it touches more than just me. You feel me? When I make a song like that. But when I'm rapping, I'm gonna do my shit for sure, especially on features and shit. I try to make sure I go crazy. For sure.
One thing you got Vegas don't have as far as artists. You have a hit that dates back that you can still get on stage and do when Vegas go crazy, and that's thicker than
for sure.
Yeah.
It's crazy. That's thick thing, man.
Big thing, yeah.
Yeah.
light skin, green eye, a thick thing. I want you to know you rock my world. Yes. Hey, thick thing, yeah, you thicker than the sneaker. Got a wifey at the crib, but I'm thinking I should leave her. From your clothes to your sneakers, I've been peeping out your features. Got a face.
It's crazy.
But niggas just be rapping that shit all in the joint.
Bro.
So how is that when you still get on stage and it's like niggas still want you to say it?
I ain't gonna lie, it's still something I ain't never got used to. It's like no matter where it's at, like I be thinking eventually, it'll be outdated as far as the crowds go. But no matter where we at, when it's time, but that shit come on, they go crazy. They go crazy. For the city for sure. I ain't think it touched that many people, because I said I put it on that was on the one of my first projects ever. Yeah. That shit just lasted super long for sure.
Like speaking of the past, man, when you first came out, you was with So Much, right?
Right.
You was Super Pac. So what happened for you to decide, like, I'm gonna take my talents, I'm gonna go solo?
I kind of was forced into it. It wasn't really nothing that I just, I chose to do. It just
happened.
It was some, it's a a story I just rather not talk about. But at the end of the day, we just wasn't seeing eye to eye on some shit, and then kind of just forced us to go our separate ways type shit.
Okay.
And so much that came from it. Like, like even with y'all, whether like with the squad, I know y'all got Bishop, y'all got people doing so much, you feel me? Y'all got 2 realists. And it's crazy because it's like you show a lot of motherfuckers to be in front of that camera and to be their own entrepreneurs. Even though you probably wasn't even trying to, you just trying to be yourself.
For sure.
But a lot of shit that branched off from that. You know what I mean? How do you feel when you look back at it like damn, did you kind of, in hindsight, did you know everything was going to be that big, or is it still shocking?
I just, man, just since a kid, bro, I just try to be extra creative. I mean, any of my homies will tell you, like, since a kid, like, I was always the one, hey, let's do this. We're going to do this. Let's try this. Let's, just try to keep things super creative. So with the people that's around me, I would hope that it'll rub off, and they'll be able to do their own shit, when it's time to. But yeah,
that's dope. So with everything that because you are a leader in every sense of the way. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that.
From squads, from YBE, everything that you did was stamped.
For sure.
Shit, even as far as Vegas, you the first nigga to have a clique with cliques inside of a clique.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everything. We just got too big too fast, you know. And then
No, y'all did.
we got too big too fast, and it was kind of like, since we were so big, it was like, all right, we over here, y'all over there, 20 deep, and we so deep, so niggas just started making their own shit. But it's a lot of cliques like that definitely started.
Yeah, y'all got cliques inside of cliques. So, and I say that because of a main thing that motherfuckers be like, oh, you gotta be about what you rapping about. And you can be like, well, no, we know this nigga was really from there. We know this nigga really did that. We know this nigga was really, like, we know that. And then later to come up and now you with niggas like Starlito and shit like that. Like I've been there and I'm showing y'all it can be growth. So a lot of niggas don't know it can be growth.
For sure. I mean, that's the dumbest thing in the world, to tell a nigga he ain't really doing this and he ain't doing that. It's just dumb. As soon as a nigga do something and throw his life away, a nigga gonna be calling niggas stupid. So it's
facts.
Like, it don't make no sense.
Facts. So with you signing, getting to Starlito, first before that, you first did a track with Starlito. How did y'all relationship grow? Because I remember just seeing y'all just do a video and then it was
we kicked it. We kind of fucked around for months before that even came. Like, I ain't asked about no music. He ain't asked about no music. We were just fucking with, you know, two niggas that kind of just met each other. And we was just trying to, you know, building off of a friendship. And one day, he just said, asked me to book this to see if the studio was available, and it was available even in there like we always do. Sometime I'll go in there and record, he'll go in there and record. We just never recorded together. And that day he was like, "Man, you fuck with this? Let's do something together." And once we dropped that shit, it kind of like spiraled from there.
That's dope. And even like, I was having a conversation like earlier in this week when I found out you was coming on. I was like, in the hood, we didn't even with your situation with Floyd. We didn't even know who Floyd was. And that's what showed, like, your kind of influence. Like, let's be real, like, boxing wasn't at its peak. Boxing was kind of, like, watered down, you know what I mean? So,
yeah,
you
Floyd was a different era.
Yeah, it was a whole different era. So, when you ended up fucking with Floyd, it made niggas like, damn, who the fuck is Floyd? Yeah. And then it kind of, like, no shit on Floyd or nothing, but it kind of gave Floyd his street cred in Vegas.
Yeah,
for sure. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Like, niggas in the hood was looking at it like, hey, yo, Floyd, you know what I mean, be around, even though niggas had never even seen Floyd.
But he fucking with bro, so it's good. That's kinda, and I think that's kind of how it started too. Just I think he was kind of like, you know, just trying to fuck with somebody from the city.
Yeah. That's crazy though.
Floyd gave you a few connections. I remember you doing a song with like Jennings.
Way back. That never got cleared, but yeah, for sure. I ended up being able to drop it, but not really make no money from it.
Yeah, I remember hearing it then. So you did kind of, you know. Yeah, I know the situation was crazy, but
see, the thing is, that still didn't have shit to do with him, really.
It didn't?
Not really, no. It was just basically somebody had the song and it was an open verse. You know, the shit was open. They already had his vocals probably 6 months prior, and they were just like, do you want this shit? You know, do you want the song? I ain't like I met Life Jennings and he was able to promote the song to us. Like, that was just some shit. I liked it. They was like, fuck with it.
Oh, okay.
And he ain't really had no say so on that one at all.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's some history for me because I sure didn't know what the hell happened. I remember the song dropping and shit.
Yeah, that shit was hard.
What all did you learn from that situation though? You know what I'm saying? Not to shit on nobody, but like a lot of younger cats, right? They just rap. They don't know how to promote themselves. Right. They don't even. A lot of motherfuckers just real good with beating on their chest and finding beats on the YouTube,
they don't know
right?
They don't know. I mean, they don't know the.
What would you tell the younger cats like as far as to help them skip certain avenues so they can get to the higher goal?
I mean, my mindset then, I definitely wouldn't promote that to nobody now just because it's a whole different era.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm from Vegas. You know, Floyd was that was a situation where I thought it was no way in the world I couldn't benefit from it. It's one of the most famous, you know, athletes in the world type shit at the time. And with that, I kind of wasted a lot of time just because I was, like I said, desperate for a stamp. Desperate for an extra push, you know what I mean? And now, niggas don't have to go through that. Like, you ain't gotta chase nobody. Real talk, you can put your shit together, make sure it sound good, your visuals good. You don't really need nobody. They'll come to you now. You can create your own fan base. You don't really need nobody.
Yeah, the internet crazy now.
Yeah, for sure.
Like now, back in the day, you know what I'm saying? It's like you had to really do the footwork yourself.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? You could post something and then you can blow overnight.
For sure. Yeah, you can. It's crazy because you ask certain people about certain artists, and when I tell you they don't know. It be people that don't know, like who these people is, but they literally be having 20,000 screaming fans. But you go ask your mama or somebody, you heard of Trippie Redd? Who's Trippie Redd? Yeah, but he can sell out a $40,000 people venues. You know what I mean?
Facts.
You can be. You don't need the radio or none of that shit. You can literally be
on
a star without any of that shit. And it's a new day for sure.
When it come to stuff like that, I know you don't get involved in the back and forth with the Vegas talk on niggas ain't made it or nothing like that, and that's not even the part I'm finna get into. When it comes to being like, I've did shows with 20,000 people in the stands. Like you've done bigger shows than a lot of Vegas artists. Mm-hmm. Your first time stepping on them stages, how was it?
Man, it's the same feeling still to this day. It's just, it's that you like seeing, it's different when somebody, like, you listening to your song, you don't really know how it make them feel,
right,
or how they react to it until you perform it in front of them. You know what I mean? So just every time I perform, just to see even one person, looking like they embracing what I'm rapping about, it's real. It's just real humbling, but it's just exciting. I want to keep doing it. Sure.
Even coming from them small stages.
Yeah,
you was on those small stages at one point,
mm-hmm,
and the crowd knew your songs, knew every word. And then you go to these big stages where they came for bigger artists or who they feel is bigger artists, and then it's like, they know my shit too. Like,
yeah,
y'all knew my shit, and now I'm out here in wherever the fuck in Texas or somewhere.
Yeah, for sure.
And they know the words too.
Yeah, the shit growing faster and faster. But like I said, especially when you performing in front of crowds that come for somebody else, it's like you damn near gotta like fix your playlist up a little different. You know what I mean? Like when you performing at the crib, everybody might know this, but when you going out there in front of them new crowds, you don't want to use that same, like one of your popular Vegas songs. I don't perform Thick Thing on the road.
Right.
I can't. That's a Vegas thing. You know what I mean? So it's different. Whether you're in the city or on the road.
When you first went to Atlanta or whatever, right? Atlanta wasn't like Atlanta is now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like right now, Atlanta is like everything going on there, right?
For sure.
So how was the vibe there then? Could you tell like that Atlanta was about to blow? Cause when
when I went to, you talking about back when I moved there? Yeah. I always thought Atlanta was just the place to go, just because of the people that was coming out that motherfucker. Before now, I always felt like Atlanta was lit, just because a lot of artists was coming out of Atlanta. Yeah.
So you kind of seeing this shit coming.
Yeah, for sure. That was the reason. I definitely was like, we got to go to the A, because a lot of people coming out of Atlanta. We got to slide.
What year you went to that?
Man, I think that was like 2000. I want to say 2008 or something, 2007.
Okay, so that's like
it was somewhere around there. Maybe it was 2007. Like I said, I went there, and then I remember coming back here when I was 21.
So that's after Jeezy, T.I.
all them
started like they knew her, but it's after they started blowing.
For sure, all that.
So that's when Atlanta really had it right now. Yeah.
Scrappy them.
That's when Lil Jon then really had it.
Had it going.
Your music was so much different. So how did you feel going out there?
Man, honestly, I got out there and started. I was trying to get on songs with niggas that was from there, but I was damn near. I was dealing with they producers, so shit, my shit got that sounded like they shit. But I was still doing me, but a lot of the beats I was recording on was like some Atlanta shit, so that shit was blending in. I don't really got none of them songs. I recorded like 5 songs, and then I was like, I'm going back to Vegas.
Oh, so you never put it on nothing or nothing?
Nothing. I was supposed to be there for a year, and I literally in 6 months I was just like, I'm just out here spending money, not making money. I'm out of here.
Yeah, that's real shit.
So what do you think, like, as far as the locals, what do you think the locals do different as far as the fan base than, like, say, Vegas? Because we know it's bigger than Vegas, but as far as, like, the way they support their artists.
Just in other cities?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. A nigga that's as popular as I am, or, you know, it's a couple other artists out here that's big in the city. If you get big in them other cities, they paying you $10K to come. You feel me? You get popular out there, you won't even be famous, but you will be making it bad just because the city fuck with you. You can get as famous as you want out here and shit. You know, it really don't mean shit.
That's what I learned from Texas. When I went and moved to Texas, I learned that, like, damn, these local niggas who I've never heard of.
Which in Texas you can go on tour in 15 cities and still be in Texas. So you come from Texas, them little niggas is picking up bags because they just want a rapper to come. You might go to South by Southwest and what city that's in Austin. You know, they just want to see a rapper on stage. They don't give a fuck who it is. If you from Texas, they booking you.
And that's for sure what I learned out there. But I feel like Vegas, like you said, we smaller. We don't got that. And then we don't got the city that's gonna support it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, our city gonna shut it down. Like, what y'all got a rap event? Let's go ahead and stop that.
They ain't fucking with it. But the good thing is, more people is creating platforms for us to not need the strip as much.
Fact.
You feel me? And if everybody keep, you know, on track with that, the music scene already growing, but I think it's gonna actually be big. You know, just like y'all having a podcast, shit like that. Now niggas can get how they feel out, and y'all can judge it. You know, just have a little criticism for the city, just so keep the music in line.
Yeah, I think we getting it with everybody. Like, when I seen you was on, you know, the other podcast or whatever, it made me go tap in with him. You know what I'm saying? So with everybody, it helps them to grow and connect. Like, okay, let me tap in with him because I've never heard of him. Mm-hmm. Let me tap in with this person. I think it's the same for the artist. Like, we might put somebody new in somebody's face and like, oh, let's tap in.
And I was telling him at the end of our little interview, the best thing to do, I know everybody want to fuck with everybody, but the only way to make these platforms like the podcasts and shit really mean something to the city, you just got to make sure when you putting somebody on these platforms, they just got to be somebody who been working a little bit.
Facts.
I told him, like, bro, don't have nobody on here that just started rapping yesterday. You got to make sure somebody that's been working, and then it just means something. And then the platform would be something. It'd be harder to get on. Like, you don't have to. I just started rapping yesterday. I'm finna do an interview with Code 7. That don't even make sense. You gotta do your shit. Just do your. Just people that want to take it serious. You might have a nigga just making a song just because he bored. He don't even care about it. Like the Breakfast Clubs. I think the Breakfast Club is the hugest thing because we offered them $20,000 for an interview. They don't give a fuck. If you ain't. They ain't fucking with you. Even some of them artists that's big, they won't even interview them. They wait till they get big enough and then they interview. It just make your shit mean more. You know what I mean?
Yeah. See, when we first started this, right, we was tired of everybody saying like niggas in Vegas can't rap.
Right.
Like, people be really thinking like niggas in Vegas can't rap, and we know we didn't grow up with a lot of niggas that can spit. So our first year, we try to dedicate it to Vegas.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? We was like, we gonna dedicate this shit to Vegas. We gonna fuck with a lot of Vegas artists, right? Like, we listen to so much local artists. You know what I mean? And we see
that's legit on my playlist now.
Like, we see the potential. We see so many people working, and ever since we've been doing it, we've been seeing so many people getting better. Like, you always had good quality music, and you always invested into your music. But a lot of people was the lazy route. You know what I mean? A lot of niggas sound like they be rapping underwater.
For sure.
You know what I mean? They don't want to pay for no beats. People just want to they want to hit a lick.
Yeah, but that's something they'll learn. Everybody start like that. I was starting like that. Like, they'll learn that it ain't, you know, won't get them far. Everybody, you know, it's a lesson for everybody. Some people jump out there just to see how it is, and eventually they'll learn, you know, they'll get that response that they not looking for, hopefully, you know.
And I think some niggas just trying to, like, when you coming up in the rap thing, some niggas is just trying to get some type, like I ain't gonna say they ain't trying to make it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some niggas really just want to rap for Vegas. Some niggas really don't give a fuck if nobody outside of Vegas ever hear it.
That's 100%.
And that be a thing too. Like what we noticing we grow. Like of course every year that we grow, as we grow, you know, some people gonna get left. That's just how shit work.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Some people gonna get left.
That's facts.
People be in Vegas. It seems like they be content with just being the most known nigga in the club.
Nah, it just that's a lot of people just want to be known in the city, like I said. But I can't fault them because sometimes, like in the beginning, I thought that was the answer. Niggas always saying in these interviews, get hot in your city and you good. Like if you get popping in your city, boom, boom, it's easier to get a deal. But that shit don't work. It wasn't working. You know, I had the whole city popping and that didn't give me a deal.
Yeah. No,
so you gotta take it outside of Vegas. You gotta start at home. That's gonna be your first critic, so you can know what you need to do. But after that, just move around. These cities, it's a flight. You go catch a flight.
Facts. One thing I tell these young niggas now, like you have to learn the business. Like I know at this point you didn't learn more of the business side of it. Like
Sure.
I'm not rapping just to rap. Like I can make some money off. Like you making money off of your raps.
Yeah,
A lot of niggas not.
That's a big part of it, and like I said, for a while I did the same thing. My first 3 albums, I gave it away. I ain't sell one album. I was giving them away, buying 10,000 copies, just giving them away, going to cities, giving them away. I ain't learning. Like I said, that's gonna be another lesson. You just have to learn by going through it, or maybe you know somebody that knows somebody, but really some of that shit is just for you to learn on your own.
That's
So within the growth, after Fake Love trilogy, I heard you say on other podcasts you gonna give another Fake Love, but you got another album finna drop.
For sure.
What's that?
I just like Fake Love was just something. I'm definitely gonna do a Fake Love 4 just because I feel like for the 3 that I already dropped, it only makes sense. But I got a bunch of music and I just want to put out something. It really don't have like that same Fake Love feel as much as, you know, it would be when it's time for me to go there. But this was just a lot of songs that I had. I started dressing it up as an album, put it out just because, you know, I ain't put out no music. That kind of, that COVID shit kind of
fucked up a lot of shit.
Paused a lot of shit, yo.
Yeah, you stayed on tour. I talk about that a lot when niggas come up in here. I'm like, man, y'all could quit. Listen, I pay attention to a lot of artists. I've been big on the Vegas hip hop anyway though.
Sure.
Like I pay attention to a lot of artists. I'm like, niggas like Landlord stay on tour. Like this nigga stay on tour. I could catch this nigga in a different city getting on stage all the time. The Star-Lord, the album you keep talking about with you and Star-Lord, you like we got it ready, but you know you waiting on Lito.
Man, yeah. That's it. I'm waiting on this thing for sure. It's gonna happen though. It's just, you know, it's taking a little longer than I would want it to, but it's gonna happen for sure. We gotta do it.
When your next album? When you think about dropping the next one?
It's probably gonna be out probably in less than a month.
Okay.
I'm dropping in less than a month.
You ain't got a for sure date?
No date yet.
As far as your visuals, because you one of the few niggas that started with the visuals. You know, the last one we did was, you know, you did the toast or whatever. When you go into making your visuals, because you're not one of them niggas that's just, you done already rapped on the block. You done already did the 40 block raps. You done already did the rapping next to Laura. You know what I'm saying? Rapping next to the street songs.
Sure.
So how do you go about it now when you finna do a visual?
It really just depends on the song, because some songs don't really have no storyline to where you can get as creative as you want to. But yeah, other than that, I definitely try to be, I know it's how hard it is to get somebody attention and keep their attention and hope that they keep clicking, and if you can, you gotta make sure that's as creative as possible. So, but some, like I said, some shit I just dropped, Landemic, that was just straight rapping.
They say the strip shut down, we gotta hustle now. Just tell us where the trees and we gon' cut them down. Little bitch keep leaving comments on my page like we fuck around. Little bitch, you foul. That's why you wanna give me your number now. Yeah, you bros, but you too loud. My nigga, dumb it down. Knowing you only fucking with me when I come around.
Yeah, it wasn't on the block or nothing, but it was only so much that I could do with that song. But I got a lot of new songs that I can actually, you know, tell a story through the visual for sure. But I just try to be creative because there's so many videos being dropped, so hope my shit's a little different and try to get them something that they'll like.
Cause you did like a mini movie with Trip, right?
Right. He was on one of the songs, but we just kind of put the two songs together.
Yeah. Right. With Trip. You got me on the Trip. I wasn't a Trip fan. I wasn't a Lito fan. You got me on the both of them. So, you know, salute to that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
I got onto both of them after
Somebody
you.
else told me that. I was like, damn. But you know, for being Vegas with some people that know about them. But yeah, that's the same thing. Even with Floyd, like a lot of people knew Floyd, but you know when you stamped by somebody that's from the city, it's
different.
You know,
especially if it's a person we didn't see. It'd be different, you know what I mean? Like, if it's somebody I seen every day, they're like, oh, this nigga signed to this nigga. I want to know who the nigga is and da-da-da.
Facts.
Feel me?
Because it be niggas from your section. Like, when I listen to, like, from the city. So, when I listen to Vegas music and then I hear a feature, like, I heard of Lito, but I just never listened to his music because he had the shit, something like Pac. I forget what the album was, but it was on some Machiavelli or whatever.
Yeah.
It was at the time, like a mixtape or whatever. And me being a big Pac fan, I was like, man, I'm tired of niggas using Pac to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know what the nigga, I ain't know his background.
Like he know Pac.
I'm just like, man, I'm tired of niggas trying to use Pac to get out there. So I never paid him no attention. And then I was listening to
legit. But mama neighbors probably think I'm moving them bricks. I've been stock trading, getting 2 for a pit, getting 10 for a show, still got none for a bitch.
Look, reaching for my chain to get you paralyzed. You a trapper and a rapper, that's a paralyzed. I can look you in your eyes and tell you petrified. Left her, now I'm headed home and I ain't scared to slide.
Did you listen back to
check this nigga out. I did. I listened to L Word 2 every day.
And that nigga is a goat.
Yeah, that nigga
I listen to that nigga. I listen to that every day. I listen to it's another album. It's an album that you was on actually. Where he's standing in front like a wing truck or something like that. Like
okay, Hot Chicken.
Hot Chicken. I listen to that shit all the time. Yeah, so I go back and I listen to him. I listen to him now. I think Lito is super dope now. Same with Trip. Yeah, I think Trip is super dope now. So yeah, just seeing the growth in you, and then with your different music, from going to what you doing with your different albums, singles, the way you drop your singles, the song with your son. I was like, dang, is he gonna do a video to this? And then
I walk up in a class, everybody know me. Kids can't even do their work, they looking at the rollie. I ain't never been a loser, I'm a simple winner. I just got the head spinning like a fidget spinner. What you know about it? That's a mood swing.
When he did his song, his verse, you kept it kid.
Yeah, for sure.
A lot of people let him just do whatever. You kept it kid, like. You've been doing your shit over 15 years. The music scene as you see it, because you was in the same race when you can go to a club and see 2 T's and 2 T's them is on, and then you go to a club and see Landlord and you get the same results from the crowd. Now with the Vegas scene, what you feel about the music and what they doing?
Man, it's dope. It's so much dope shit. The music out right now from the city. It's lit.
Hell yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, it's lit.
That's what's up, man. We tell people all the time, man, even the quality, motherfuckers is actually thinking. You know what I mean? We got R&B artists. There's so much going on, man. And it feel like somebody about to bust. You feel me? And then once that happen, the floodgates is gonna open up.
For sure.
You can feel that shit, man.
Facts.
And if the right person blow first, if the right person blow first, it's gonna be lit for the whole city.
Cause I think for Vegas, and I tell a lot of motherfuckers this, like, okay, we got motherfuckers that you may know from, like, they count the Dizzy Rights and all that, like we got that, but we don't got nothing that's from the inner city that we know.
Yeah,
for sure. You know what I'm saying? And that's a difference for us. That's really what a lot of us be saying. We like, ain't nobody made it. It's like our inner city, what we know. It's hard to really put that on there.
For sure.
When you got niggas like, you like niggas root for you. I remember even when when we was top niggas squad, when the bullshit was going on. I remember playing your diss record to us in the car and pissing the homies off. But I'm still rooting like, this nigga hard.
That's love.
And on God, like, one thing about us, right, we ain't never been no bias ass niggas. If a motherfucker rap, they
I ain't
rap,
that nigga.
You feel me? And it's like, when we was even in the joint, if niggas ask us from out of town, like, who you think the dopest nigga, who you think gonna blow? It's always Landlord. Because you was the face, and then you was so motherfucking popular, you feel me? It's like, what more a nigga gotta do? That's when I knew Vegas was really hard to come out of. Because when you see other niggas, you be like, damn, that nigga blew him, because some of them couldn't even rap that blew up in other cities just because of their popularity. Yeah, he was like, if this nigga can't make it, you know what I'm saying?
If it was the internet, man, if the internet was as popular as it is now, and
because you have to image,
it would have been lit, bro.
Or everybody would have been in the feds.
Yeah.
Just being real.
One or the other.
Niggas would have been richer in the feds to keep it real.
Niggas
So
really move with that shit.
Yeah, because you got 15 years ago, we was kids, we was reckless. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And then I listen to music, and it's like you hear YBE. And then you will hear a nigga from Gerson, Reppin' Squad. You will hear a nigga from, and it's like, shit. Now all these young niggas that's rapping is, from Landlord. Fact. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of niggas that's really doing they shit right now that come from your branches.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? How do that feel? Like, damn, nigga. Because you probably don't. Nobody knows all they little homies.
Yeah.
So you probably even like, damn, who the fuck is this little nigga?
For sure. But when I be seeing these little niggas and they be still, you know, when they be shaking me up and shit, I be like, damn, that's crazy. Cause you 18, bro.
For real,
right. When I started this shit, you was a baby. Like, you probably can talk. It's crazy though. But anytime I see it, even when I look online and I see a nigga rapping, shit, I'm saluting that shit right away just because, you know, that's the family.
And it's dope to see that you and Stone still rocking. You feel me?
Yeah, for sure.
Because that was him, Lil Marcus. Them niggas was partners. Cheese. I heard you shout out Cheese. You feel me?
Yeah, for sure.
And that's crazy, man. Because coming up, man, you know, everybody was reckless, like he was saying. Everybody was reckless. Everybody was in this shit. You feel me?
Free Cheese too.
Absolutely free both of them. Shit, you know what I'm saying?
Free Maze.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And it was like people be thinking Vegas is sweet. You know what I mean? They don't be knowing, like, it was a point. It was like a 7-year span where, like, if you didn't go to, I remember seeing you in Juvenile. You got caught with your burner and shit. I remember seeing you in Juvenile. That's how long ago.
And, what was the
Drayman.
Yep. Yeah, I seen both of y'all. I remember that at lunchtime.
Oh God, we was walking from that.
I remember that.
That shit is crazy, man. To see how motherfuckers have grown up and everybody, and we all went to the joint. You know what I mean? And then the shit then went full circle. And even like late night hoops, like niggas made late night hoops like a fucking show.
For sure.
Didn't nobody watch basketball. Didn't nobody give a fuck who was on the basketball court.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas was up there styling and everything.
And that's what really made a lot of shit like cool. When you come from that type of era, like, you know, you and bro younger than me. And, you know, me and Deuce went to school together. So then coming up and Deuce like, oh yeah, that's my little nigga. Like, this my family type shit. Yeah. Like, damn, it's crazy how much Vegas is so connected, and you don't even know it. You know what I'm saying? Because we just from the north. Like, we don't know.
We didn't even know nothing.
Everybody just cool like that. Like,
we just play sports. We used to go to the west side to play sports. We got to play baseball up there at Doolittle. You feel me? We was playing for the dog catchers. And I was talking to you earlier, man. Y'all used to bust me and my nigga Dub ass. You and that nigga Stone. Boy, Stone had that 3-pointer out the way. When I heard you talk about that on your last interview about going to the NBA, I thought I was going to the NBA. I'm like,
I just knew I was going to the NBA. I swear to God I did.
For everything, man.
You show a lot of your niggas genuine love.
Facts.
Is it Salve It the 9?
Save It the 9.
Save It the 9. I want to say it right. I don't know him about that, but I know that's his name for
sure.
Rapping. I mean, for producing and shit.
Yeah.
So I remember when Fake Love came out, he got a track. Y'all did 2 tracks together on Fake Love, and he produced the tracks.
Nigga, I stood 40 feet tall through it all, patiently waiting for my chances, anxiously waiting for my advances. I danced with Satan himself, complimented his Prada. I'm postscripting, done with all of that fucking drama. Landlord, what up, bros? You know that we started this, the king of Las Vegas, nigga. Fuck your acknowledgement.
He was fresh on.
For sure.
And even you being wherever you was at the time, you was like, I need one with my nigga.
For sure.
A lot of niggas would have left their nigga.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. That not only is
Absolutely.
that's somebody that, you know, like, as far as musically, he one of the most talented people I know
Facts.
as far as lyrics go and rap.
And I know he watching this, so I make sure I say that
For
because
sure.
I be telling this nigga get on his shit.
Man, that nigga, like, that's one of my favorite rappers for sure. And the fact that he really, like I said, he extended my first song when I was like 14, playing around with it like 13. He had the studio and told me to come up there. I rapped, and that kind of like, even though I stopped fucking with it for a while, that was just my first time recording, and I can't, you know, I can't never pay him back for that.
Facts. Some niggas, there's a lot of niggas don't do that, and that's why it's so respectable. Because a lot of niggas just be like, you know what I'm saying? Your nigga leave for that long, your big homie or whatever leave for that long, you be like, nigga, I'm bigger than you now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas try to big homie they big homies when they come home. Like,
Nah, for
nigga,
sure.
you ain't who you was. You feel me? Like, you ain't that nigga no
Hey,
more.
and one more thing, even your brother Floss,
For
you
sure.
used to fuck with him in the joint. You know, I did time with him.
Yeah,
A
for
lot
sure.
of niggas do not fuck with their homies in the joint.
Facts.
Yeah,
Family, cousin, brother, sister, I don't give a fuck. They mama could go to
Man,
prison.
I was up there every
Motherfucker.
weekend.
Man, look,
every
I know.
weekend.
I know.
His whole bid, me's whole bid. I was up there every weekend.
Yeah, man. That's solid.
So that's
though.
respectable because you don't get that. Like when you listen to your music, with us being from Vegas, we know what you're talking about. We know who you're talking about when we hear the names. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And for me, that's like a Boosie. You know what I'm saying? Like Boosie, when Boosie was saying these niggas' names, like we ain't from there, but we, you know what I'm saying? Like we learned who these niggas was because of Boosie. Boosie said it.
Thanks.
You did that for Vegas.
And stay rapping. Certain shit he said. We always like the Vegas music because I love when a nigga say a street that I know.
Yeah,
I'm not into, like, I'm not from Atlanta. I'm not from Denver.
Yeah.
Like niggas be so caught up like on, like, right now it's the 63rd shit going on.
Yeah.
I don't get hype when I hear a nigga say something from 63rd.
And these youngsters
I
still
don't
be
know
saying
nothing
it. I'm
about
like,
63rd.
y'all from Vegas, chill out.
Nigga, tell me about Cheyenne or something. You know, I don't know nothing about that shit. That shit don't get me going.
Your promotion team, like, who is your team that keep you motivated, keep you pushing? Because your team is
Niggas
crazy.
Right here, the people you see with me right now.
Niggas
For
you
sure.
grew up with.
For sure, this my family. Everybody in here got my blood.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay. Because I, like, you for sure make sure that it gets seen.
That fake love
It
merch
get
be
heard.
going crazy. Every time you go online,
Fact.
you seeing that shit.
Even going with the fake love merch. Y'all had YBE merch at one point.
For sure.
Y'all had
Baller
Baller Boy
Yeah, for
merch
sure.
at one point. I remember niggas,
And everybody started stealing our logo, putting their shit on there.
man, putting it on regular t-shirts and shit. I remember walking in movie theaters and it's like, oh, what the fuck?
Now I knew you thought different though when you went from Squad Up to
YBE.
Young Baller, because it was too much shit wrapped around the squad.
Exactly.
You feel me? A nigga had to be smart. A nigga was like, hold on, it's too much shit going on with this, so I gotta brand this a different way.
Right.
Facts.
And that shit was like an intelligent move. A lot of niggas want to stick with certain things. Like, we still the same niggas, but we gotta.
It just was
clean
hard,
this
like
up.
that. You know, trying to perform. Like it got to the point where, like, I'm trying to perform. I'm trying to do this, trying to do that. Reaching out to people, the higher ups in the city. That, you know, that it was just too attached to the music. So we
Yeah.
just, you know, changed the name, the end of the name for sure, and made a platform from the homies that wanna transition from the streets to music. You know, for sure.
How is it, because you got niggas that, you know, then joined your record label or whatever and not there no more. I know you still cool with a lot of niggas, but how is it when you coming up and it's like, damn, nigga, I'm trying to pull you with me and you know what I'm saying? Because it's so much that, like, when I think of YBE, I think of so many niggas that was rapping at one time. That was, I remember going to the Meadows Mall and y'all had the fucking chain in the fucking store.
Yeah.
At the jewelry store. Like, they legit had y'all chain just sitting there.
Yeah, but you know, in the beginning, I think we kind of blew up fast, man. Where everybody just got so popular, and with everybody getting popular, you know what happens with that.
Migos and all that shit.
You feel me? So everybody felt like they needed to kind of go do their own shit, you know, which I don't blame them for. We was young. None of us know what to do with that shit, but you know, I think if it was more in this area where they seeing how the group should work, you know, just niggas like CMG and
Yeah.
Facts.
QC, like that shit just it's big and you stick it out, you know.
Yeah, y'all still got niggas with names like you, Two Realest.
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? It's
nigga.
dope to still see Two Realest them doing their thing. It's dope to see y'all still working together and
Making noise.
you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of motherfuckers probably don't know. Like a motherfucker that's just a fan of the Landlord don't know how much that is when we see it. Like, oh, these niggas still together. These niggas are still solid. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of, you know, you talk about a lot in your music shit. Homies is fake.
Yeah.
So when you find the group of niggas or whatever, homies, family, everybody will fall off at one point. So when you get them niggas that still rocking with you, it's always
it's all everybody that ever rap YB. It's all love. Like
I know.
It ain't nothing with nobody. Everybody kind of just did their own shit.
I look at Fake Love as merch, but are you looking for a clothing line?
Not really. I'm gonna keep it real. Like, would I be open to it? Yeah, but at the moment, I'm just really selling merchandise shit. When my next album drop, I'm gonna be selling merchandise for that album. So it's just.
And what's the name of that album again?
Far From Perfect.
Far From Perfect.
Okay.
How much do you record?
Man, like I said, that COVID shit got so weird where, like I said, I kind of like went through a phase of just not recording probably for like 5 or 6 months. Okay. And then after that, I try to record as much as I can though, for sure.
Before that, you was like in the studio every day though?
Yeah, for sure. A lot, not every day, but a lot for sure.
You even let it be known when you take your L's in your music. Like I know losing your granny was a big thing.
Yeah.
As far as with your music, I remember because I'm cool with some of your family and shit. The song that you recently, well, probably like some months ago or maybe a year ago, you dropped To Your Granny. The video that you dropped, right?
Granny, here go some flowers. I love you, Granny. Here go some flowers. We still need you, gotta keep on fighting. Got some people that love you, that can't picture you dying. Live with emotion, sorry if I start crying. When I can't walk, she made me feel like I'm flying. If you new to the family, she the glue to the family. Put you before herself is what she do for the family. Granny know my struggle, don't care who understand me. Can't pick who I lose, but I can't lose my grannies.
I had made it, and she was it's just crazy because I wanted to mix it, get it mixed, because it, you know, was some, I wanted to switch one of the words, and I wanted to mix just to sound better. And by the time it got mixed, she was already kind of like in that sick phase. So then I'm like, I don't want to play this for her, because now it's kind of sound like, you know,
right,
you know. But when she had passed, I just kind of did it at the funeral. Yeah.
That was big when we had listened to the track because we lost our granny around the same time. You know what I'm saying? So it was big, man. You know, I know you hear, you know, your music touch people, but it was like, oh, I can relate. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, and it's crazy. Like I said, I made that when she was, I mean, healthy as can be in my eyes, and I was just trying to, like, really embrace her while she was here type shit.
Well, let me get your flowers right now.
For sure.
Yeah. That's love, man. All right,
yeah,
so
I had the title and all that. It was already called Flowers before it even dropped. Before she passed, I already had the song.
Oh, so you had everything ready?
I had everything ready.
The video was shot at the Repass?
Nah.
I mean, it was shot later. My fault. The day you shot the video was, what was significant to that day? Because I know a lot of your family was out here.
It was her birthday, right? It was her birthday. Yeah.
Okay.
We was gonna do it. On I think my birthday on the 12th, and then I had told them we just wait till her birthday.
So this track is called Butterfly. You say it's on your new project?
For sure, Butterfly.
Next one you dropping or?
Yeah, the next one.
Very good. Let's get into it, man.
I heard a nigga tell a butterfly you changed, but I thought living without boy was inhumane. They tryna trick a nigga, manipulate a nigga brain, but it's a problem, cause evolving ain't supposed to feel this strange. Damn.
It start right with the word? Okay, I'm like, damn, did I miss something? Okay, let's go.
That's how it come in.
Let's go.
I heard a nigga tell a butterfly you changed, but I thought living without boy was inhumane. They tryna trick a nigga, manipulate a nigga brain, but it's a problem, cause evolving ain't supposed to feel this strange. Damn. I heard a nigga tell a butterfly you changed. I heard a nigga tell a butterfly you changed. I thought change for the better was a good.
That's a hell of a bar right there. I heard a nigga tell a butterfly you change. What the fuck am I supposed to do, nigga? What the fuck I do is what I was born to do. That's what I was sitting here for, nigga.
You changed. I heard a nigga tell a butterfly, you changed. I thought change for the better was a good thing though. Look, why change considered a bad thing? The world on my shoulders is giving me back pains. When you ballin', you get love. Just wait till them stats change. People change after a couple bad games. Look.
That nigga said when you ballin', you get love. Wait till them stats change. People
Boy,
change.
they gonna ready to get rid of a nigga, boy. As soon as that jumper start falling, that shit a wrap.
Oh God! How fast niggas forget about the superstars? Hey, nigga, as soon as you stop balling, that shit is over. Yeah, he was cool. He was alright.
Oh God,
that shit over with. Damn.
The good thing though. Look, why change considered a bad thing? The world on my shoulders is giving me back pains. When you ballin', you get love. Just wait till them stats change. People change after a couple bad games. Look, far from perfect. Being honestly started working. Talk to devils, cause me and God gon' talk in person. I got some 30s, but this iPhone make me call them curries. Life's a shady bitch, I knew that when she started flirting. How am I?
Like too shady, bitch. I knew that when she started.
flirting. That nigga be having bars.
That nigga gonna put the motherfuckers in there.
Do you write? Or you just in the head?
Yeah, I just put it all in my head.
Okay.
So you memorize before you go in the booth?
Not one rap in my life. Ever.
So do you? Cause you didn't did 100 bars twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, what I do is I just rehearse it in my head until I got it, and then I go in there and lay it.
But do you go in there and lay 100 fucking bars? Is my question.
Do you punch in?
How many do you?
You know what? It's crazy. The first 100 bars, I did that just going. I made that whole 100 up and remembered it. The whole 100.
Say I couldn't do it 100 balls and running, so I had to prove it 100 balls I'm coming. A couple whips is petty, 100 cars is something. Cop the Bentley just to prove 100 large is nothing. It's Pee Wee, yeah, the Las Vegas landlord. I ain't playing boy, wood grain trim the lamb doors. I got digits, so my fitted dropped $1,000 for it. Private check, so it's private jets when I transport. I pass raw, flip it 7 days max. After 7 days P, getting 7-8 racks. Hey, if you don't know me, check my resume plaque. Young dude pushing old school, 7-8 lakh.
But this second one, I think I did like, I was doing like 30, 40, and then probably finished it 32 bars. I probably did like when had to go in there probably like 3 or 4 times. But that first
still
one,
hella bars.
I remember that first one. I remember that first one just word for word.
So he was hungry then.
Yeah, for sure.
He was going crazy.
Even the video was crazy.
Oh, everything.
Nigga did a video to this shit. Okay, that's dope. Let's go.
After a couple bad games, look, far from perfect. Being honestly started working. Talk to devils, cause me and God gon' talk in person. I got some 30s, but this iPhone make me call them curries. Life's a shady bitch, I knew that when she started flirting. How am I acting different? Never had no bad intentions. Every day premeditating, my son starting to have some feelings. I got a new role, gotta let go of my last position. I ain't no math position, but I know facts and fiction, growing pains.
I know facts and fiction. You throw them math bars in a
he
lot
just said
of
one.
shit. We just heard one, but we can't give motherfuckers that one yet. We heard it on the song that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I was about to say it. I was on that. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Hey, it's some shit coming out that y'all niggas ain't ready for.
Yeah,
but, like, you throw them math bars in there.
Yeah, I never noticed it, really.
For real?
Yeah, I never noticed it.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, you throw the math bars in there. I ain't gonna say every time, but you'll throw them in there.
Yeah, for sure.
Call them curries. Life's a shady bitch, I knew that when she started flirting. How am I acting different? Never had no bad intentions. Every day premeditating, my son starting to have some feelings. I got a new role, gotta let go of my last position. I ain't no math position, but I know facts and fiction, growing pains. They chasing clout, these niggas want the fame. What happened, nigga? You a caterpillar, you supposed to change. Trying to feel your vibe before I know your name. Got some people that depend on me, can't go in vain. For real. I heard a nigga tell her what.
Got some people.
And we can't go in vain.
Oh, God, I'm trying to know your vibe before I know your name.
Yeah, for sure.
That's some real shit. Real shit. I could tell if you're a real nigga. I don't even need to know your name sometimes. I could just tell you're a real nigga.
Facts.
And I can sense if you're a hoe ass nigga too, so let me go ahead and step this way. And when you get to this age, it's like, you know what? You a hoe ass, I'm just gonna evacuate. We ain't even gotta make it no issue. You know what? Let me just evacuate, you feel me? Because I ain't going back to that motherfucking box that I ain't leaving my kids. Let me just evacuate. That's real shit.
They chasing clout, these niggas want the fame. What happened, nigga? You a caterpillar, you supposed to change. Tryna feel your vibe before I know your name. Got some people that depend on me, can't go in vain. For real, I heard a nigga tell a butterfly you changed. But I thought living without blood was inhumane. They tryna trick a nigga, manipulate a nigga brain. But it's a problem, cause evolving ain't supposed to feel this strange. Damn, I heard a nigga tell a butterfly you changed. Butterfly you changed. Why you mad? Is people proud? I don't get it. Fuck it, this is solo mission. I can cope with distance. I understand you think you right, but when you wrong, admit it. Niggas died and changed, and now they found a home in prison.
That was some real shit. I understand you think you right, but when you wrong, admit it.
That'd be the hardest thing for my. And that's what it is.
Nobody admit
even with
shit.
this podcast, like if we tell a motherfucker they don't like they shit, boy, niggas be taking it personal, man. They be like, damn, nigga, you know how many millionaires music I don't like? Fuck me. Must in my opinion don't matter.
Yeah, you gonna be alright, nigga.
I just don't like it. I don't mean the world might like that shit.
Fact. Real shit.
That shit crazy.
People proud, I don't get it. Fuck it, this is solo mission. I can cope with distance. I understand you think you right, but when you wrong, admit it. Niggas died and changed, and now they found a home in prison. Gotta play this song for Stilly. I know he gon' feel it. I can't control my feelings, but just know I'm chillin'. You getting madder, but my son's mouth getting bigger. I ain't tryna change on you, nigga. I'm tryna change with you. Fuck the fate, don't know how many chances I can fucking take. Me, myself, and I and my gun, we gon' double date. Change location.
Me, myself,
I and my gun. We
go
going
on double dates. That was a hell of a bar. To put the metaphors in there and still keep a cadence is what's hard for a lot of niggas now.
And the most like the niggas who I listen to, like that's why I judge it all. If you can really talk about real shit but slip them in there and make them sound good, I feel like you're talented when you can do that. There's a lot of niggas in Vegas that know how to do that too, though.
It is. It's like we listen to it all the time. That's what's up.
My son's mouth getting bigger. I ain't tryna change on you, nigga. I'm tryna change with you. Fuck the fate, don't know how many chances I can fucking take. Me, myself, and I and my gun, we gon' double date. Wanna change locations, but I love the bait. If I move away, don't give a fuck about what a sucker say. I changed for me. Invested everything, you know these features ain't for free. The more I grow, I find out wasting time just ain't for me. Forgot I was rapping in my thoughts, I was just playing beats. How it mean I'm changing on you cause I'm changing me? I heard a nigga tell a butterfly you change.
Yeah, this the one.
Yeah, that shit's like
shit. So you still coming with the real shit.
Yeah, that nigga be going crazy.
You still coming with the real shit.
But I thought living without blood was inhumane. They tryna trick a nigga, manipulate a nigga brain. But it's a problem, cause evolving ain't supposed to feel this strange. Damn, I heard a nigga tell a butterfly you changed. Butterfly you changed. I heard a nigga tell a butterfly you changed.
That beat slap too.
Beat hard, man. So I heard you sound another one. You still with Two Tone?
For sure.
So do you only come record Two Tone when you out of town? You got do you got different engineers in different places?
Yeah, I mean, I record with other engineers, but when it's said and done, I try to get the song and get it mixed by Tone still, even if I'm somewhere else for sure.
Yeah, cause you said he know your sound. Absolutely.
That's dope.
It's a couple lines too, man. Like on one song, you like, I can love you to death and not say a word to you. You know what I mean? That shit right there. It be little lines like that be having such a broad meaning. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that shit be real. You feel me? That's why it's dope to see that you've evolved to who you are now. Because like at first, you know, niggas was saying shit that was catchy. Yeah, niggas was saying flashy shit. But when you hear you rap now like a grown man. Like, nigga, I got this shit in the bag, nigga. I got this shit easy.
Right.
You feel me? Like, I know growing up, I was a huge Wayne fan like you was. You feel me?
Sure.
We heard Wayne. Now it's kind of a little different listening to Wayne. You feel me? He still be having them in there, but you know, he done just evolved into a whole different motherfucker now.
Sure.
You feel me? So, like, when you listen to artists now, what do you look for? You look for, like, real shit, or you look for somebody to say something witty as fuck?
Nah, real shit and really know how to rap it. Like, rapping real shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's some niggas that's just rapping real shit, but it just, I can't fuck with it. They don't know how to deliver it. So, but fucking with, like, niggas that's rapping that shit, but know how to rap it. That's it. Like, know how to really, like, be on beat and really know how to rap.
Right. So the first Wayne, I look at when Wayne was making songs to rap it. Like, the shit you doing now is what Wayne was doing when he was doing songs to rap it.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
The shit Wayne doing now is like, he just playing with y'all. Cause he already
He in
did.
space. That's why he in space.
You know what I'm saying?
Homie is space.
Like, that's us coming up. We was kids at that time. It's like Wayne was giving you this real shit about his pops and all that shit then.
For sure.
And now when we hear it, that's why it's a relief when you hear it from niggas like you and different niggas from the city, because it's like, we came from that. We came from hearing that style of rap from our GOAT. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like,
right, for sure.
in our era, Wayne is our GOAT. Like, Pac is a GOAT too, but nigga, when Pac died, we was still kids. We didn't know what the nigga was really saying. We was just like, oh, okay, you cool. Wayne was like that nigga in our time frame. Like, he that nigga.
I think Wayne just been on the top for so long. He ain't went. You know what I'm saying? You got to go through shit. Like you still going through shit. You feel what I'm saying? You go through life shit. Wayne kind of like ducked off, no social media, no nothing.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So it'd be hard to reach out or like hit the same mind frame as us, cause he be like locked in the studio for real. He don't listen to nobody else.
For real.
He really going off his own
And that nigga
thoughts.
still be saying crazy ass lines too. He, you know, his shit done definitely declined, but that nigga still be saying some crazy ass shit.
Yeah.
Facts. And his last couple shit, like I said, that's why I fuck with his last mixtape and I fuck with his the Carter 5 album. He still say that shit, and I like Wayne is still that dude. Like, you can't knock that. Wayne drop a song right now. I don't give a fuck who you is. You can talk too much shit as you want about Wayne. You gonna go click on that motherfucker. You gonna click that button.
For sure.
Yeah.
I remember you dropping, and you was like on your, I think it was the mixtape, and you was like featuring Wayne. And I remember everybody going crazy, like, oh shit, he went and got Wayne on the song, and then it was like, he got a Wayne verse, but that was dope as shit, the way he just spit with the way he matched Wayne. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how niggas like us is doing.
Which one?
I think it was with 4 Much. I think it was was it 4 Much? You did something where you had.
I had 2 songs. I had one when I just put featuring Wayne. But later on, I actually got DJ Speedy out of Atlanta. Actually had Wayne a verse for Wayne. I think I dropped that too.
I never heard that one. I heard the
that
one.
was on One Oak. One Oak. That's what it's on. It's on One Oak. But I got some hard copies. But I think I got it. I might have it in my email or something. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, hell yeah, do that. Unwanted Attention.
Yeah.
Is the project.
When I dropped Fake Love 2, that shit had caught fire on the streaming side, and I was just like looking at the money that I was making from it. And then, you know, after a couple months, you know, the money was declining a little bit, but that first month, 2 months, like, that's where you get your most money.
Yeah.
So I'm like, bro, I'm finna drop some more shit. I need that little 2 month check. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just really recorded and threw something out there. That was just some shit that, you know what I mean? Like I said, I regret even that whole album. Not regret the album, but I could have sat down a little bit and marketed it to where it'd be just on the same platform.
I think it was dope. It
didn't reach as many people because all I did, I tried to pull one of the Beyonce moves and just drop it. Like, I wasn't promoting it or nothing. I just tried to drop it because I thought I was the shit after Fake Love 2.
Yeah. I got a little segment, right? It's called Game for Lames, right? So give the people some game that you didn't acquire, you know what I'm saying? Or it could be an old saying that OG somebody done gave you over time. Like my uncle used to always tell me, everything that glitter ain't gold. You feel me? That it helped you dodge some bullshit or kept you on the straight and narrow.
I mean, mainly the same shit as far as just being head first in the streets and shit. There's only two places. A box under the ground or a box above ground, and that's something I kind of live by in the last at least 10 years at least for sure.
Yeah, man. And you kept yourself out the way. Because you ain't never been to the joint that I know of.
Right.
And like I said, I know you say you visit your homies in the joint, and that's major coming from Vegas. Like, it's rare you hear a nigga that been around so much bullshit.
Man, I thought
didn't even sneak there. You know what I'm saying? Like, didn't catch an accident.
I really think about it all the time. And honestly, it's just from not even just from dodging prison, but dodging
everything.
Death. Period. It's like it was written. It would have to have been written because I done dodged a lot of bullshit for sure. And to say I ain't never been shot or never been in prison. And you know, everybody that I came up with is in prison. You know, every nigga that I started this shit with, it's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, man. So, y'all know what this is, man. This is Code 7. As y'all see, we had the nigga Landlord up in here, man. Make sure y'all tap in with everything he got going on.
Man, you already know.
Yo, YouTube is Landlord.
The Landlord online, yep. The Landlord online.
Right. So, yeah, make sure y'all tap in with that, man. Everything he got going on. Be looking out for the new project.
Absolutely.
And any information you want to give him or anything you want to say, man, go ahead.
Far from perfect, dropping. Less than 30 days. So.
I go hard for this. How the fuck you winning if you lost to this? Niggas think they own, so they get off in this. It's easy to get crossed to this. On TOP, we gon' get far from this. Step up in they town and burn it down like I'm a horse.